Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another tier list video on the channel. I hope you guys are having an incredible day. As you guys know, the Trailblazers Team 1 promo has been released and we've had a few days to kind of like take in all of the players and see how good they really are. Now, I've seen a lot of mixed emotions when it comes to these cards. I feel like a lot of people like the Trailblazers promo and then a lot of people really don't like it. For me personally, boys, I feel like EA didn't really do a good job at giving us like the middle tier players that a lot of people can probably obtain. It's either really high players like Bellingham, Mbappe, Hansen, or it's like really low tier players that a lot of people aren't going to really use. There's nothing really in the middle in my opinion. As always, boys, if you guys do enjoy these kinds of videos, let me know by leaving a like and then also consider subscribing to the channel if you are new. It would be greatly appreciated. But without further ado, boys, let's go ahead and jump into it. Our tier list for the Trailblazers Team 1 promo. Don't get upset if you guys don't agree with some of the things that I do have to say, and also let me know in the comment section down below your thoughts. Alright, boys, so up first we do have Acosta, the MLS man, 84 rated card, center attacking mid. It looks like a pretty decent card, but in all honesty, no one's going to go ahead and use this, so we're just going to go ahead and put him at the D tier category. If we jump on over to Footbin, we can see that he's currently played 2,865 games. I mean, it's not too bad, but only for 11,000 coins. Unless you're running an MLS team or an Argentinian team, I don't see many people using him. Next up, we have Jude Bellingham, and there's only one right answer, boys. The S tier category for him. Probably one of the best midfielders currently in FC 24. He's currently going on the market for 1,000,000 coins. Really close to Hooligan, just 1 point on his pace. 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. By far one of the best players in the game currently. After Jude Bellingham, we do have Dante, and he was in the mini release. Now, it looks like a pretty solid center back. He does have 70 pace with 85 defending and 85 physical. He's in the League One. He's Brazilian. You can definitely get him on full chemistry pretty easily. I don't think he's D tier, and I don't think he's good enough to be B tier. Maybe B tier or C tier. I'm leaning towards C tier. Again, like in the League One, you do have center backs like Marquinhos. I feel like people would probably use Marquinhos and Kimpembe over him. But again, if you are looking for a special card, I don't think he's going for too much on the market. Dante, 86 rated, 15,000 coins. I think C tier is fair for him. Next up, boys, we do have Di Lorenzo, and I love Di Lorenzo. I did do a player review on him, and I think that he is a fantastic fullback. Last time I checked, boys, he was going on the market for like 60,000 coins. Maybe his price went up a little bit. No, it's only 52,000 coins. For 50,000 coins, he is a fantastic right back. I'm personally gonna go ahead and put him at the A tier category. I feel like his stats are very well rounded. I think out of all the right backs in the Serie A, he's probably the best. 86 rated, very well rounded. You can use him as an overlapping fullback. You can just use him as a regular fullback. For me, a fantastic card. Alright, boys, so next up we do have another mini release card, and that is Gaia. He's currently going on the market for roughly 50,000 coins, and for me personally, it's either B tier or C tier. Now, as you guys know, La Liga does have a lot of amazing fullbacks. You have Capdevila, you have Joao Cancelo, you have Ferland Mendy. I feel like he's a pretty decent one for average teams. You don't have the coins to maybe get Capdevila and Joao Cancelo or even Ferland Mendy, but you definitely need an upgrade to maybe, like, I don't know, if you're playing Camavinga at left back. It's really close between B and C, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and put him at the B tier category. If he's still going for 50,000 coins, I feel like he's still a desirable fullback. 85 pace, 82 defending, 80 physical. I'm gonna go ahead and put him at B tier. Next up, boys, we do have Antoine Griezmann, one of my favorite cards this year in FC 24. Again, there's only one right answer. It is S tier. Next up, we do have the Bundesliga man. He does play for Sevilla. I'm not too sure how to pronounce his name. Girassi, something like that. Not a desirable card. Probably like 10, 11,000 coins on the market. It's going to be D tier for me. Next up, we have Hansen, and Hansen is another player that is very desirable, but not really attainable because she's currently going on the market for almost 2,000,000 coins. It's a fantastic card. Definitely fits the meta this year of FC 24. You know, your agile players, very good on the ball, very good in possession. So I'm going to go ahead and put her at S tier as well. Next up, another mini release card, and that is Jordan Henderson, 85 rated, now in the Saudi League. Again, I think he's going on the market for like 15,000 coins. Not very desirable. You can't really get him in a starting 11 unless you run a Saudi League team or a full English team. For me, boys, maybe if it was a Liverpool card, I'd put him at like C tier, but he's going to be D tier for me. Another player that kind of looks pretty decent, but that isn't really desirable and that a lot of people aren't going to use is Herrera. If we go ahead and just check him out in a bit more detail, He's going on the market for 10,000 coins. Very well rounded, but he does only have 68 pace. You know what? I feel like D tier might, yeah, D tier. What am I talking about? D tier for sure for Herrera as well. Next up, we do have the only female in the Trailblazers Team 1 promo, and that is Caroline Nicoli. She's currently going on the market for 12,000 coins, 87 pace, 80 shooting, 81 passing, 86 dribbling, also 80 physical. That's not too bad. 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. It's a decent card. I don't see many people using her, but I feel like she does have a few attributes that wouldn't really necessarily put her at D tier. So I'm going to go ahead and put her at C tier category. If you're in need of a super sub, maybe you can use her. Next up, boys, we probably have one of the most OP center backs in the game. That is Jules Kounde. There's only one right answer for this one as well, and that's going to be the S tier category. I'm pretty sure he's going on the market for like 500,000 coins. Yeah, 470,000 coins, a very OP center back. If you do have the coins, definitely try him out. I love the versatility as well because he can also play right back. I feel like he could make a really solid right back as well with the shadow chemistry style. He's going to have 93 pace with 93 defending. That's fantastic. Next up, boys, Kylian Mbappe. Not going to say much about him. Probably the best striker in the game or the best card in the game. 92 rated S tier. Next up, boys, we do have the final mini release card, and that is Kaoru Mitoma. He's currently going on the market for 200,000 coins. Obviously, Brighton Premier League should be very easy to get him on full chemistry. For me, it's a fantastic card. I really did enjoy using his inform card. So for this one, I'm going to go ahead and put him at the A tier category. Next up, we do have Henrik Mkhitaryan, and for me, Mkhitaryan is either B tier or A tier. It's a very well-rounded card. He makes a really good center attacking mid, center mid, or center forward. I did do a player review on him as well, where we did use both Di Lorenzo and Mkhitaryan in the same video. I enjoyed using him. He can definitely be A tier, but he can also be B tier. I think to make it fair, I'm going to go ahead and put him at the B tier category. I think that's fair. If you do run a Serie A team, if you do have like 50, 60,000 coins, I feel like he would be a pretty solid pickup. Next up, we do have the Man City center back, Ruben Diaz. And for me, Ruben Diaz is going to be the A tier category. He could potentially be S tier, but his pace is what kind of messes him up, if I'm being honest. 90 rated center back, 100,000 coins. He does have only 65 pace, which is a bit of a problem. If we look at his pace split, it's pretty drastic as well. He does have 57 acceleration and 72 sprint speed. Great defending and physical, but I feel like if he had a bit more pace, he would be S tier. A tier for me is fair. Next up, we do have an SBC that was released during the Trailblazers promo, and that is Declan Rice. Now, his SBC is a bit expensive. I think he's 120,000 coins, 130,000 coins to complete. A Premier League center back, Arsenal, very well rounded. I'm going to go ahead and put him at the A tier category. If you do have the fodder, I would highly recommend completing him. Next up, we do have an SBC that was a bit more expensive, Rodrigo, 400,000, 350, 400,000 coins to complete him. Now, boys, I'm very close to putting him at the S tier category because I do think that he fits this year's meta. He has 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, very good pace, shooting, passing, and dribbling. He's very small, very agile. It's very difficult to get him off of the ball. I'm not, dude, I don't know. If I look at Rodrigo in the A tier category, Di Lorenzo, Mitoma, Ruben Diaz, Declan Rice, and then S tier, we have Mbappe, Bellingham, Griezmann, Hansen, Kounde. I'm going to go ahead and put him at the S tier just because he fits this year's meta. That one's really close. It could definitely be S tier, but it can also be A tier. It's between the two. It just comes down to personal preference. Next up, boys, we do have Mo Salah, and there's only one right answer. S tier, a fantastic card. For me, Ismail Assar, another SBC that was released. He was an 85 rated team and a team of the week player, so he was a bit more expensive. I'm going to go ahead and put him at the B tier. It is a bit difficult to get him on full chemistry unless you run a League 1 team. I feel like he would make a really good super sub with his 96 pace. He does have a bigger build. He isn't the most agile of players, but his dribbling is still pretty solid in game. For 50, 60,000 coins, I feel like the B tier is fair. For me, boys, Wagner, no one's really going to use him as a left back unless you run an MLS team. So for me, D tier. And then our final player, Callum Wilson, the objective card during the Trailblazers promo. We also do have Henderson here. I put Henderson in twice. We'll just go ahead and put him at the D tier. Callum Wilson, a very solid card. All you have to do is win 7 games of squad battles with a minimum 3 Premier League players in your starting 11. It's a really solid striker, very clinical in game. His pace, he does have the finesse shot playstyle as well, which is really helpful. I'm going to go ahead and put him at the B tier. It's a free card for only 7 games. If you don't end up liking him, you can always use him as fodder in a future SBC. For me, that was a very solid objective from EA. Let me know in the comment section down below, boys, your thoughts on the Trailblazers promo. Who do you think is S tier? Who do you think is A tier? And so far, we're also going to get a team 2, so that's going to be really exciting. But that is going to be the end of today's video. If you guys did enjoy, let me know by leaving a like, and then also consider subscribing to the channel if you are new. It would be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for clicking on today's video. I've been your boy Booba, and I'll catch you guys in another one very, very soon. Peace.